Evening, guys. Let me have a look at your message on Discord, Spider. I've not had a look. Oh, I've got a load of pings. Oh, okay, two of them are my Twitch pings. Oh yeah, you did say, and you asked where I was at. I'm here. Hello. Had a Had a busy last couple days, but we're back. We got stuff to do. I am noticing. What did I do? I have been helping my friend paint the walls on her new house. I know. Right. My titanium dust. 512, right. Sure. Buddy. Sure. It's just too slow, but we have titanium tetrachloride. So why we got any magnesium? Yeah. Why? Is this just not quick enough? We're consuming more than one titanium every 3 seconds. I mean, it's being used to... Sorry, it's being used to make tritanium, which I guess isn't full, and we've been using a lot of that. Okay. I can see where it's probably ended up going. Okay, what I'd like to do is grab a couple sacks of this. That's going to do nothing for now, but have we got the hatch? We do. Titanium tetrachloride. There it all goes. That should give us a little boost of titanium. And if I do that and then leave 4 stacks of magnesium in here, that will slowly sort itself out. Yeah. I think so. Okay. Right. Things on the to-do list. Heat chambers, more assemblers. I said I'd definitely do that today. We'll definitely do that today. The vibration laser engraver. We were making space for it last time, weren't we? And then did we decide against putting it in here? I think so. Stars look okay. Not fantastic. These are all at 0, but they're all full otherwise. This was the slowest machine, the autoclaves, so that makes sense. Nice 20 stream streak. Do you know? What's you? What's up with you? You're monazite, aren't you? Right. I can process my monazite. I mean, how's the rare earth? Rare earth is good. How's the helium? Helium's good. Okay. Well, let's not get too distracted. Shrink this down. Doing good. How is the plasma? 11k. That's pretty stable. I'm happy with that. Right. New assemblers. I think I just need to clear out a lot of this space. The upsides of building underground, I guess. So I'm not sure if I want to do... I think I'll do some of the assemblers separate. Like, I think I'll have one that is just for cable coating. And then, like, I think any, like, cheap, easy recipes will probably go in the same one as well. And separate. And then I'll try and parallelize or, like, share the patterns with all the big important stuff. It takes a while. Ideally. I don't think there's any cabling below here, so I think I'm free to use the cut and paste gadget. Coming up progression-wise, we have a Fusion Mark III. That is like the most advanced thing we probably have. So we have Neutronium. And then it's just a matter of going from the Neutronium onwards. So this page is done. The only thing left is UV 16 amp and then like the silly armor stuff over here and EV substation hatches. It's nothing, right? And this, I guess. So yeah, we've just started Neutronium. I can do Neutronium buells and wafers soon. But right now, a lot of the new recipes just take a really long time. So I need to just sort of beef up the infrastructure a little bit. So we're going to make some new multi-block assemblers. Yeah, lots of big, expensive multis coming up, like the heat chamber. You know, this is the regular heat chamber, and it's massive. You know, how's my Enderium casing doing? Get 200 more of that going. This is where I was going to put the vibration laser engraver then, right? Must be. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that I'd made the wall like even, so I needed something else to line up the label, the title thing, the little sign in the middle. And the best way to do that was to put a little dash in it. I wish I could have done it for those, but that is central. So I ended up not doing it. Right, from here, how far out can I come? 15? That's including that one. Well, how far out can I come here? Only 12, and I'd rather it be like 9. And then we can leave a gap for like... What is this? This is Corp 2. So this, I want to cut back. So it's only 9 out. So that's 7, 8, 9. From that block, yeah? Yep. Okay, that way that is still central, which is what we want. We've cut in again on the 9. Yes, we have. Okay. Oh, lag. Uh, that's his sub sound. Right, I need to sub just to hear that. That's amazing. Right, let me take this wall out. Uh-huh. Okay, so I need to sub to Zach and do the same thing. That's what it sounds like. Or catch when he's resubbing. Right, okay. That sounds doable. That is hilarious. Put this in here. Yeah. That's very sweet. The ass room is bigger. Are we pleased? How is this still here? Ooh. Did he put like cable? Okay. How big are these things? I did think they were 9 blocks, and then 9 by 3. So I got room basically for one more on each side, right? 9 by 3. Or you know what? That's actually perfect. Because then we can just keep going, right? We can. I know. Do I want to leave a 2 gap or a 3 gap? When I saw that it went 9 out each way, I like in the back of my head, I did think, I think these things are 9 wide. Okay, 3 gap. I agree. I mean, the 3 gap gives me room to like put lights in and stuff, you know. What have I done here? There. For plumbing. I mean, the most of this stuff will go underneath, right? Yes, it's I made sure it was a no AI playlist as well. Just a little bit of lo-fi. What am I doing? I need to leave a 3 gap. So here. I need to think about this middle bit as well, because I kind of wanted to leave this all open, but I don't want to then leave these in the way. I think this is as far as I'm going to go. But I still think having this many is pretty good. What is that now? 9? 9 assemblers. And then I'd cut this wall back. Not this wall, this floor. Yeah. It sounds like noise, doesn't it? It's just like noise that's designed to make your brain, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like something that's been made. You can tell a human put no thought into it. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Right, that's probably annoying some people, so we'll fix this. It's annoying me now that I've looked at it. Okay, I would like to use bits to do the ceiling. Filled. Okay, so this is tempered glass and large assembler casing. Large is it? It is called that. Large scale assembler casing. How much is it per machine? 56. I need 8 more. I need 400. So can I get another 100 of that? And then assembly factories. I'm going to need 8. Right, that is all our graphene. Okay, I thought that was tritium. I got worried, but it's graphene. That's just like a buffer size issue. Tungsten, that actually is an issue, and then that's also a buffer size issue, right? Where's my polyvinyl chloride sheets? Here. Take that out. Yeah. I mean, my tungsten dust is okay, so it should just be a matter of shoving this in here. I think that break that it's having is the helium running out. that's again, they should be stocking, really, shouldn't they? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do another 256. How is the titanium doing? Much better. Okay, good. I'm going to shove magnesium in here as well. How is the freezer doing? I just shoved a load of stuff in here, so seems good. Assembler. Right, so I needed, what, 8 of these? Large assembling factory. It's just a graphene. How is the graphene dust? Graphene dust is fine. Graphite is great. That's because we processed all the diamond. Taking both of these out. Cool, okay. I'm gonna grab a stack of graphene and just shove it in here. Yeah, right. Assembler. There we go. There's all 8. Right. Is there anything fancy we want to do with, like, lighting or with the floor? Frame blocks is in this, right? Yeah, I've not used frame blocks in ages. I could use these corner strips, like, up against this. Oh, hang on. I'm curious. The way the framed blocks work is if you have a block in your other hand. So let's say I had white concrete. It applies to block straight away. Does that work with the effortless building? No. Okay. Unlucky. But at least we know. If I put white concrete on these, I can also put glowstone dust on these to light them up. Which to me makes no difference because I have night vision. Hey David Mouse, how's it going? Do I put anti-blocks on this then? I want it to like light up a little bit. Have we got anti-blocks? We haven't got anti-blocks. I'm pretty good. Cheers. I actually have a coffee with me because I was really tired before I wanted to start streaming. Coffee this late is probably a bit insane, but don't mind. My back actually clicked from that posture check. I've got you to thank for that. What's going on here? Those 3 look a little. Oh, there we. I queued up 3. Interesting. Okay, I might cancel this. I didn't realize I asked for 3 before anything. That was. People have already. I might do it. It's probably needed. I do just ignore it eventually, you know. I'm not insane. How are all these circuits doing? They're doing pretty good. Okay, why are these not doing as good? What are we missing? Did I switch you off? I switched you off. Okay, I will switch you back on. I'm glad we didn't run out of them before that became an issue. Why were they off? I guess maybe because these were all getting drained at one point. Do you guys think that this would look... I'm typing in assembler. Frame blocks. Give me some slopes. If I like sloped a lot of this stuff, it would probably look way better, right? We are at... Oh, I should get a recipe for this. UV. Quite comfortably in UV. We have a Fusion Mark III and Neutronium. Everything that we'd need for the UHV energy hatch, we, I believe, have, actually. I guess this is the only thing that we might not have the stuff for, which is the... Yeah, because we need the component part assembly to make this. I also haven't got thorium pluduranide 241 wire. Favorite multi-block? Favorite StarTech multi-block is probably this thing. The chambered alloy transmuter, which is the ABS with throughput boosting, right? Yeah. I like the throughput boosting stuff that StarTech has. I also hadn't made the dimensional destabilizer before, because in Moni Factory that's not how you get in the Quada. And I quite like that. The ore factories, like, early on were really good. I do like these. I wonder if any of these are broken, maintenance-wise. Nope. Yeah, no, I enjoyed the early game multi-blocks in StarTech. Like, the ore factories and the rock filtrators and stuff. They were quite good. And obviously all the 3x3 multis have been quite fun to mess around with as well. I've probably not used those things enough. I think you could definitely use more of them. Right, I was doing these slopes, wasn't I? Why can't I... Why are these different? How weird. Slope. What makes these slopes different from these slopes? Which do I hate the most? I mean, I might hate the heat chamber because it's so big. It looks ridiculous. The research, I don't mind it. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's the fusion reactors for me. I don't like the fusion reactors. Look at metal. I know multi-blocks are going to get bigger, but at the moment the heat chamber will be probably the biggest. Does that look any better? Kinda. It looks kind of weird. Kind of needs one at the back. Am I going? I don't want to slope everything and go crazy, but there are mortars to the fusion reactors. There's a Mark IV, and then there's the auxiliary ones. So the Mark IV just is like the same as the other ones, but then the auxiliary ones have got these like extra coiled rings around them. So it looks pretty nuts. I know for a fact I will reach bedrock before I'm done with fusion reactors. So I know I've been going down the middle with these, but we'll have to turn them around somehow eventually. Is that right? Yeah. Are those stuck? Yes, I had a feeling they were stuck. Yeah, 5. I don't know what's making them stuck. It's kind of annoying. There is the Mark IV as well, please know. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what recipes use the Mark IV. Oh, the voidic plasma. So all the void stuff, I imagine, uses it. Anything that static adds probably uses it. I mean, this is a very late game thing, but yeah. And what did you see hypercrafting? No hatches on me, please. All the casing I can, and then I'd like, yes, this. How many? None. I thought this used titanium pipe casing, not titanium tungsten steel pipe casing. It does not. Okay, then we will start terminaling these. But the fusion coils is going to be tiered neutron reflectors in the multi. Neutron reflectors get tiers, right? How much is that going to change, really? Right, okay. Oh. Okay, well that explains a lot. Flux point. There we go. Right. I've been sending in a lot of most of this should have been going into the other freezer, but I guess some of it's ended up in here. Whoops. I mean, we need more of this stuff anyway. We need a lot more of this stuff because this is the stuff that's used to make atomic casing, which we're going to need a lot of. So I don't feel too bad about that. Yeah, the terminal's great. Jeez, how much of this stuff have I got in here? We're getting there. There we go. And then the melodium, which I can't imagine is going to be any quicker. Oh, it's a little bit quicker. Okay. I stand corrected. And then hopefully the other stuff should be really quick. Yeah, 3 ticks. Okay, and then that's giving me more casing. Here. No, not up here. Back down here. Better, but not done. There we go. Whoops. Okay. How do I want to reorganize all these patterns, do we think? So one, I have to do it this way, where I have like a tiny subnet. So I need some quadruple input hatches and more input. Yeah, okay. Get me like 8 of those. Oh, titanium. Rough. Right, yeah, grab those. EV input bus is going to be good as well. Anyone that's pretty big. Could I use maybe a different one that isn't going to cost me... I'd rather cost myself tungsten steel than titanium, which is so weird, but I think it's true. Okay, I'm also going to need parallel hatches. I think we'll go on a case-by-case basis, but probably baseline is going to be these. I'll try and get 4. And we need just the best energy hatches that we can get, really, which I think are going to be like UV 4 amps. Is 8 of these insane? 8 of those is not insane. No hatches in my inventory. No. Okay. Did I not queue up 400? Did I just get my maths really wrong? Just shoving some more in here because I can. I might do the magnesium as well. How tricky is this thing to make? Okay, this is a very StarTech recipe. I can tell when a recipe looks like it's something that StarTech has added in, or if it's a GregTech recipe. This is such a StarTech recipe. Right. So this multi is made from enriched Naquata casing. Mostly. 10 fusion coil blocks as well, but otherwise it's pretty fine. How much of the enriched? 34 enriched Naquata casing. Okay. There we go, that's it. Right, yes, okay. I should probably separate clean room recipes from regular recipes, and then... Yeah, okay. Let me grab 2 more of those. I think I'll do like this back row as all the clean room ones. And then I'll do like 1 for cables, and then the rest will just be everything else, I think. These could all do with some parallel control hatches. I have no osmiridium. Is that due to... Interesting. Where is the EBF for it? It's one of the first ones along here. Your osmium. So there is the true abyss, which is the third tier of clean room, there is no hatch for this thing. You just put stuff in here, I believe. If I go to clean room hatch, it's just this. Oh. That cleans as a sterile clean room. Okay, that's the sterile clean room hatch. Yeah, so it's just those ones. But this is really far away anyway. Yeah, there's the true abyss. Needs 100,000 buckets of ender air and 50 buckets of dragon breath an hour. Fascinating. There you go. Where is the Osmeridium? I thought this was Osmeridium, but that's just osmium. Ah, you take 30 seconds each. That's quite a long time. Let me soft mallet this. Grab my Osmeridium. We should never run out of osmium or iridium anymore. Got stuck there. Is anything stuck? No, but we're waiting on those UV wetwares, which are taking a while. Huh. They're not crafting. You got the recipe? Yeah. You got the data? Yeah. How's the output? How's the power? I know what's wrong. It's just... I need to upgrade the energy hatch on my data bank. That's definitely what it is. I hate that I know that's what it is, but that's definitely right. Like, I'm so confident. Yeah, there you go. Can't believe that. That is the same problem that I spent an entire I think I think more than the stream. I think multiple streams I spent in Moni Factory trying to work out why my assembly lines. I like deleted the whole thing, put it back in, all this stuff, trying to work out what was wrong, why my recipes weren't working, and it's because I added too much data to the data bank for the energy hatch I had on it. Always check that, because oh my god. I don't find the clean room that annoying. I like the concept. I like the idea of you've built a space where you can put machines that then do different things. Okay, well, what if they removed the size limit on a clean room? Or just made the size limit much bigger? I like the idea of a clean room being really big. Like, this is like the max size clean room or close to it, right? I think this should be bigger. I'd be on board with that, but I like the idea of it. Right. How have I set up hatches back here? I've done Those three in a line. Plus. Good to me. And then on this side, 1, 2, 3. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. And then it goes bus. Bus. I need the quad input hatches. And then the IV ones, IV inputs. There we are. I would try and get these in the floor as well, so that the space here is all tidy. I think we can do that. Yeah, right. This needs just tidying up. Separate the easy recipes from the hard recipes, separate the clean room recipes from the rest of them, and then separate all the cable into one as well. I think I want to do the cable one first, which I might do in this here. There's two ways I could do it. What I could do is take out the rubber in every recipe and then have rubber always be stocked in the input hatch. Because it's that, or I put them all in the same one, and then whenever there's a different rubber being used, it can break and jam, because say there's a recipe that uses silicon rubber in one, but I've queued up regular rubber before it, and it takes the wrong rubber, and then they can't finish the other recipe, right? And it gets confused. Colored hatches, oh yeah, that'd be nice. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do it so I take the rubber out of the recipe each time, and then just stock it with the best rubber I have? Or do you think I should just keep them all the same rubber? There is a fourth rubber that I haven't made yet, right? This one. Is this required to make? This is required, isn't it? Yeah, I need this for some recipes. When do I make it? This is perfluoro elastomer rubber. Sure. Processing lines. I imagine it's a very late game. Maybe not this late game. Maybe this one. Just control F it, I think. Fluoro. Yeah. Where are we? What page is this? 456. Yeah, it's here. Butene, hydrofluoric, fluorine, vinyl acetate, hey meat weasel, methanol, and tetrafluoroethylene. I mean, that's not too hard, actually. Do we think it's worth me making the best rubber in the game that I don't have to use it anymore and then always use that rubber? I could totally do that. And while we think about that, we're going to do the geogrid because we've got ads coming. You'd upgrade for sure. Yeah, I mean, if we can do it now, and by the looks of it, we can do it now. These are all recipes I think we can do. So I'm on board with doing it. We did the polyamide the other day, which is it called? What's it? I thought it was called polyamide. It is called polyamide. Polyamide. Oh. Polyamide. I was saying polyamide the whole time, wasn't I? I must have been. It's really easy. Okay, we'll make that then. Fit it in one LCR. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fit it in however many it takes me to buffer all these out. And I don't need to buffer all these. I could just like do it in a line, right? But I enjoy this more. It also means I can see whenever there's something wrong, which one it is, right? Okay, how's my PCFE? Let's just get like 100 of this stuff and 10 of this. Right, sorry. Let's do the geogrid. Oop. Here we are. Right. Interesting one. Alcohol prohibition. Okay. Crap. Everyone said Yemen. When am I fixing the base? It's on the list. I'll do these assemblers. I'll make the rubber. And then we'll do the base. I won't make those assembly multis before doing the base. I promise. I wonder if everyone said Yemen. Of course they did. It's the first thing that came into my head. I need to stop doing that. I have said that 10 times already. I know. I'm sorry, Mimizu. We will do it. Well, I imagine Jordan doesn't have it. They must allow alcohol prohibition. Oh, excludes landlocked countries. Okay, that's completely my fault. I'm gonna say Kuwait. Everyone said Kuwait, man. What? Mauritania. Jeez. I mean, that's just so rough. Okay, not the best start. Right, part of the USSR. Okay, well, none of these are going to be legendary because that's not enough countries. Okay. Armenia, I think I'm going to do first. Ooh. What? What's up? Crap, I was wrong. Does Azerbaijan count as landlocked? Or is it just too long? I just don't think that's too long. Does it it must count as landlocked then. Terrible. Okay, I'm gonna go with Lithuania. Whatever. Estonia. Sure. You're losing 720,000 RF per tick and only have 88 billion in storage. Have you got a substation or are you storing with like gargantuan flux things? How's that happened anyway? Turn some things off. Turn some things off and sort your power out. My goodness. Well, I don't think you have time by the sounds of it. Right. Okay, I can get some legendaries with this top row. Realistically, I shouldn't have answered the middle ones because I knew they were going to have pretty high percentage answers. Right. Which two can we get legendaries on? Probably low air pollution with the same letter. Or even this. Okay. I'm just going through things in my head. Starts and ends with the same letter. I'm trying to think of like territories that this could apply to rather than I agree, Miwizu. I agree. Okay, territories. Is there like any if there's any island that begins with the letter D? No. But I pressed backspace. Don't tell me it's okay. Good. It saved my answers. Okay. Good. Right. Oh, South Georgia and the Sandwich Islands. They're setting me up to lose. I appreciate they've given me this, but god damn it. St. Vincent and the Grenadines? It's St. Vincent, not St. Okay, I appreciate that popping up as well. Okay, we've got the legendary. Good. Right. Oh, surely this one I can say South Georgia and the Sandwich Islands. Epic. Okay, that's pretty good. It's the second best grouping of players. That's not too bad. I did say Yemen and Kuwait for this one, and I said Estonia for that one. So I said three of the most common answers. That's rough. Least popular answers. Azerbaijan for that one. Right. Lithuania. That's what I said. I said Sudan instead of Kuwait. That's not bad. I like that. And then Bangladesh for the bottom right. Ukraine instead of Armenia. And then St. Vincent and the Grenadines would have been best for that one. And then American Samoa for both of these. Cool. Right, let's head back. Right, we're gonna do rubber. I'm gonna take these out and just start a new one. I would feel better doing that, I think. Yeah, you can have a couple more coil and the controller blocks. This should surely be enough. Oh, I don't need coil there. Oh, hang on. That's just because I've done this completely wrong. This is how it should be. Like this would coil in there. And then we go again, and then do pipe casing, and then the coil goes here. That's better. Wrong. Here, and here, and here, and here. That's 8, and then we'll do the 10. These are going to need a coil, so this coil 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. Right. Checking the thing. I already have this. 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 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. So I've made 10 LCRs for a recipe that only needs 4 of them, probably. Okay. Let's start with this stuff. Fluorine, vinyl acetate, and methanol. That's a lot of byproducts. I get ethyl benzene from this? Huh. I'm making ethyl benzene, aren't I? I am, and I put it in a super tank. Am I getting it from, like... I must be getting it from coal gas. Yeah, okay, okay. I'm not actually making it. That's why it's in a super tank. Right. So if this has like 4 outputs, then I need to be really like careful with this. Out hatch. Definitely due an inventory check. I'd rather that be the stocking input hatch. Speaking of stocking. Right, so there's 3 byproducts and then the actual stuff I want. Yes, good. And that's going to be right there. The other ones are as follows: oxygen, water, and ethyl benzene. So oxygen, water, ethyl benzene. Good. Right, the next recipe is going to be the dust. The dust is these 3. Actually, it's going to be this one next, isn't it? Okay, you are just 2 recipes in the output, which is good. Just hydrogen, and then in the top you are just this stuff. And then the first recipe is fluorine, vinyl acetate, and methanol. Should have plenty of all those. Right, and then the next one, just butadiene and hydrofluoric. Was that a setting that it had? Setting 1, sure. And this one didn't have one? Setting 3. Okay, good. This needed LUV, this needed IV. Both are pretty quick. What's the highest tier recipe that's needed? ZPM for this. Then this is LV. Okay, so ZPM 4M probably. No. Honestly, the 8 amp kind of is the best here, but I'm just not making 8x. Okay, whatever. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. There you go. Now I can just do an 8 amp. It's not too hard. Right, flux point. So taking this any further. Whoops. Yeah, two of these, I think. Right. The next one is the dust. This is the big one, which is really easy again. Yeah, I definitely didn't need to worry about this at all. So it's tetrafluoroethylene, which we have, the new stuff we just made, and the other new stuff we just made. And that gets the dust. And then the dust, when combined with sulfur, gets us the rubber. Which is what would go in here. Bus, not hatch. This goes in the middle. I definitely could have done a 4 amp, by the way, not an 8 amp. Don't know why I did an 8 amp. Go. Good. Stocking bus at the front of this recipe. You take the dust and sulfur dust. Okay. And then the outputs for these two. You just make the rubber. Go on to dust. How much of it do I want to store? I think I'd do a super tank. It just makes the most sense, right? The other ones can be the little skystone tanks. But yeah. Right, and then the other one needs to be an output bus, not a hatch. Now we need a draw. Two skystone tanks. Good. Okay. None of it needs to be in a clean room, so they can all just be on auto maintenance hatches. And then I think we terminal the rest of this, and then that's it. Power tab. I'm curious. This. I can make this. I just can't make it because of the void frames, which we need the heat chamber for. Right. Terminal. These didn't form. They just left out. They just left gaps. What's wrong with this one? Your water, which means this one's oxygen. Have I got too many output hatches or something? Like what? What's wrong? Doesn't give me a maximum or whatever. Your pipe casing there. You're here. Stocking input. Output hatch. Energy hatch. Oil is supposed to go there, like that. When I put all the coils here like this is wrong. Coils need to go in this. So why are they not forming? Your coils should be shared on this side. Oh. Why is there a coil there? How weird. Now we're good. Let's put some fluids cable in. This should all just start up straight away and have no issues. I've done it right. Making the stuff. No slime balls. Interesting. We will go sort that out. No vinyl. Since when? We're just not buffering it? I have no carbon dust. Why? Do I have no diamond dust? No, I got 66,000. Is it because this is way too slow? Wait. What? Did I break the draw controller or something? Oh, no, you are empty. I'm just really blind and stupid, I guess. How did I read that as something other than 0? Okay. Well. Hey, Kuko. How's it going? Electrolyzer. HE. You. You. Dust. Probably just an HV1 will be enough with the demand, but we'll see. Very curious about the vinyl acetate and why I have none. Do have nitration mixture, don't I? Yeah. The vinyl acetate is there. You take vinyl acetate, which is here, but I'm also outputting it, aren't I? Okay, can we do this, please, instead? With a skystone tank. There we go. Vinyl acetate. Okay, so that is made every 4 seconds. Should all get output correctly. Right, 24 seconds to get 38,000 of the dust. That's pretty good, I think. And then that should be instant into the rubber. Locked the drawer. There's the rubber. I'm sure I need to put it in a bucket for a quest. Oh yeah, the slime balls. Right. This is where I was making slime balls. Did I just not run out until now? Either of these anyway. CRs. Come back over. Grab a bucket. Where is it? It's in chapter 456. It's right here. I need to hold the dust. Let's see. There we go. Congrats. Okay, so put the bucket back and stick a storage bus on, lock the drawer. Perfect. Okay, so this is the rubber we're going to use the rest of the game. There is no higher tier rubber than this. This is the 4th tier rubber, and it's used for everything. So any recipe we do will use this rubber. The question is, do I always pick this rubber as the recipe and then have it go through the system with the pattern, or do I always have it stocked in one of the assemblers and then take the rubber out of every recipe? Do I need the sheets for anything? No. Good. It's always used as a liquid. I think I just use it in every recipe. Made rings, maybe? Rubber rings. Yes, I do. Once I reach UIV, which is fine. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Right. I need some expanded pattern providers. Eight would be nice. I'm missing 6 netherite certs quartz. Why am I missing that? It's titanium. It's good. You can always make the same rubber. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize I could make it, and then it just took like 2 steps, right? It's like, you need these 2, and that's it. You need these 2, you need the dust, and then that's it, and you're done. It's crazy. This whole thing looks insane. Right, quartz fiber I'm gonna need. And then expanded providers. I need 8. Did I make those UV4 amps? It totally did. Cool. This should speed up a lot of stuff. I'll try and go through as many old patterns and assemblers and things as I can and just move everything over. Opening my quartz knife as well to rename these. Oh. Right. Yeah, so the way this works is I need this like this, and then it's against an interface, and then storage buses on these two. What settings are on these? Report inaccessible items, and that's it. Okay, storage bus. Is that right? Everything else the same? Looks to be. So the way this works is we will have a quartz fiber here separating this from the mainnet, and then we will have an interface and a pattern provider touching like this. So interface on this side next to the pattern provider. Pattern provider will rename to cable coating. I might say assembler cable coating. I'm just gonna say that. I was gonna say the voltage as well, but I think in the case of this one, even the best recipes don't use anything. Don't use a higher tier, right? It's all ULV. So this being UV is already really excessive. This is also gonna have an auto maintenance hatch. Oof, that was a lot of stainless steel. Jeez. And the 64 parallel hatch. Okay. This is now on its own little subnet, and then we'll bring the cable underneath. That's tricky. There isn't much space under here. From where I've put this floor in. Basically, I put this floor in too high up, which is completely my fault. I should at least allow for like one block of room. Yeah, it's quite a low ceiling. Right. Does that at all save the height problem? I mean, kinda, actually. It does help. Okay, so bring the cable underneath. It's because before we were putting it through the wall, and we can't do that for these other assemblers. What are you supposed to use now, again, on the output of the turbine? Which turbine? Steam turbine? The best one? The large gas turbine? With a large gas turbine, doesn't need an output. It should just do its thing. It needs a muffler hatch. That is the only thing it needs. And then the fuel you're using is the nitrobenzene, which lasts 2 seconds. Butane's better. Ah, okay, I understand. Right. So what I've done is a flux plug on the dynamo hatch. If you're trying to work out what dynamo hatch you'll need, there is a calculator that's somewhere on my Discord. I will try and find the link for you quickly. So yeah, what I do... Where's StarTech calculator? I can't find it. It's just called like StarTech calculator. It's pretty easy. Still scrolling. Come on. Have I gone past it? I might have gone past it. Right. Anyway, what I've done is my power inputs on these gas turbines are on a different network. Right? This is called the power input network. So basically this is mainly for the substation, right? The power goes in through this, and then once it goes in through the power input, it's gone, right? It goes into the substation, and then the substation outputs it into mainnet. But what that just basically means is that these things won't stop and get full, right? There's a reason. My brain is like not really working for this, but you know what I mean. I would use the substation over the gargantuan storage from Flux Networks, but you could do either. Realistically, I just like the substation. I think the substation's cool. And when it comes to using the rotor holders and the rotors you want to use the superconductors from StarTech. They're the best. Those materials are the best turbines by far. And then obviously use the best rotor holder you have. Yeah, I get you. Okay. Yeah, I like a good substation. Yeah, so the flux plugs are connected to the dynamo hatches on all the turbines. Then there's flux points that take the inputs in to the energy hatches on the substation, and then the dynamo hatches on the substation, which output the energy, are all connected by flux plugs on the main net. And it's important to keep them separate, but I can't entirely remember why right now. That's just me being silly. Right, this is cable coating assembler stuff. Let me grab... right. Let's clear my inventory out, I think. Okay, that'll do. Right. I don't know if I can use the pattern modifier for this, so I think I'm just going to have to redo a lot of these. Sorry, that should be in the wire mill. Yeah, that's not an assembler recipe. Okay. Jeez, this is gonna be annoying. So this is copper cable. My new recipe for copper cable, yeah, involves me using this instead. Then we grab this one. This is niobium titanium. Just gonna use the new cheap one. And the new cheap one. Oh god. I don't know what's gonna happen with you. You are just by yourself. Oh, you're also a clean room recipe. Okay, you shouldn't be in this then. Go back. Right. Where was I? Here. Big old cable for this one. Same with you. I know this is really boring, but unfortunately there isn't really a nicer way of doing this. I don't think. I don't think the pattern modifier is going to work. Right. There we go. So, in they go. I'm going to do all the 1x ones together. Then the 2x. 4x, and then the 16. Right. Cable, once again. This one. This one. Ah, that's it. Good. Hang on, niobium titanium cable. Okay, that is a new one. Right, fair enough. I was convinced that I had already made that one. Need a cheaper rubber, and that's it. Okay, so you are 2x, and you are 4x. You can go there. There. Okay. Right. let's connect this up. I guess it's somewhere in the wall, or I can... Yeah, of course. Okay, so this needs to be connected somewhere. We should go down into the floor, not into the wall. Okay. You are just missing a maintenance hatch. There we go. Okay. And some power. UV 4 amp converter. Can I have 8 of those? I can't, because I can't make the cable. We've pushed the recipe in, haven't we? Yeah. How unfortunate. I guess use this one. Flux point. Well, I made the things. Those are now going to get made in here. Good. 63 billion power left. What is your current power setup, MeWeasel? Are the gas turbines new? The Pico dynamos using diamonds and emeralds. Fair enough. Yeah. The gas turbine upgrade will feel amazing then. Have you made nuclear reactors? No. Well, as a frame of reference, I made nuclear reactors before I even made my first gas turbine. I actually use the nuclear reactors as power sources in like EV, like just before I made the gas turbines. Right, that one's done. Let me do the next one. This was very, very needed, I think. So I'm glad we're doing it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Gas turbines with nitrobenzene, I think, is the best one until you get your plasma. I'm so impressed about how good butadiene is. I just imagine it's really hard to get large amounts of it as a fuel. Hence why it probably isn't really good as a fuel. You get the most of it from lightly steam cracked naphtha. You get 150 butadiene. But that's not great. How much it consumes in the turbine? It was like 15, right? 16, yeah. Yeah, over 5 seconds. As opposed to nitrobenzene, which is 1 over 2 seconds. Yeah. Fuel efficiency there is not it. Yeah, that being only 1 millibucket is actually really good. And like thinking about how much like this will parallelize as well in the thing. Oh my god, you'd burn through so much of it. What do I use it for? I mean, I'm using it for this rubber now. I've noticed it's also used for the third tier of rubber. And that seems to be it. That's all it's used for. You can crack it. Yeah, I'd keep it for the rubber. Absolutely. I need some storage buses. Okay. Interface, storage bus. Quartz fiber. Pattern provider. Interface first, then pattern provider. Right, these ones at the back will probably be the ones that do the more expensive recipes. The ones that will need a configurable maintenance hatch, probably. Oh, what? These. Actually, this is a clean room one. Ooh, maybe I'd make these clean room. Two back the back be clean room. Then these 3 be for the big expensive recipes, and then these ones be for the cheap ones. I think I like that more. Oops. Right. I think what I'm gonna do is make one of each of the little categories I want to put these assemblers into, or the patterns into. And now that way it'll make it a bit easier for me to organize exactly how I want it. Right. All these are gonna go underneath. This is also gonna go underneath. Yeah. Make sure you start bypassing the limit on all your flux points, Meat Weasel. Because eventually they won't be able to output quick enough for the amperage and the voltage you're working at. I think it happens around like ZPM, even from the beginning. Okay, you're good. Actually, not even ZPM. It happens to like IV. Ignore me. Right, interface on this one. Quartz fiber, and then good. That's the one thing you probably shouldn't be cheaping out on. These should be storage buses. Storage bus. This. I know we have ads coming. So we'll do time guesser in a minute. Right. Assembler UV 4 amp. Right, there's the ads. So pull up time guesser. So we just scraped 40,000 last time. It was 40,012 we got, and we like to get 40,000 each time in the time guesser. Right. Bit of a flashbang. Here you go. Time guesser. Right. Daily. Okay. El Salvador. Yes. That's okay. Are we in I shouldn't overcomplicate it. We're probably in El Salvador, right? Right. This is like recent, yeah. It's probably the election for where the crazy guy won. I think he's crazy. I don't know. El Salvador's where the those prisons are, right? Is it? I think it is. Anyway, I imagine that this is just like, you know, sure, right? Like that's kind of the best I can really go. It might be like a couple years earlier, maybe. Okay. Anyway, it was a couple years earlier. I thought he'd get. Yeah, okay. I should have trusted myself with the context, but still, that's only 250 points dropped. That's pretty good. Utrecht. All right. Cheers. That was nice and easy. I swear, if there's all these signs that say Utrecht and then it's not there. I'd be mad. I'd be very mad. Right. That's the car. So, yeah, we're looking. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Do we think this is earlier than the date I've currently picked? It's pretty old. I'm gonna go 14. I feel like it's more than likely during the First World War. It doesn't go any earlier than 1900. I'm afraid, Spider. Also, I think the car that like to be in Europe as well. I think it might be earlier than 1910. But I'm gonna go with 1914. I wouldn't be surprised if it's earlier than 1910 though. They did do it, the bastards. It's a Danish branch of the Dutch life insurance company, not the Dutch city itself. Those pieces of shit. I knew they were gonna do it. And that's my fault for not recognizing the language as well. I honestly, it didn't look Dutch, did it? It didn't. And I didn't question it at all because you just see the sign and I'm like, yeah, okay. I just didn't zoom in. I mean, I just didn't pay enough attention to it, genuinely. I just went straight there. I deserve that. But I'll take only being a year off. All right. But not Swedish. Right. Yes. No. Okay. That sounds familiar. Right. What on earth is going on? Okay. Do we recognize the language, guys? Okay. Yeah, okay. Now, the context for this. I don't know. People don't look particularly Turkish, I will say. I also see like flags, and they're definitely not the Turkish flag. So that's why I'm a little skeptical. Though I'm looking at the flags, and I can't... It looks like a horizontal tricolor, right? Which is why I went to Slovakia first. I like went over here, didn't I? Before you said that this is probably Turkish. It could be like I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe like Serbia or Croatia though. But again the language I'm not sure. Right. Anyway, the year, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable going like 80s, right? Late 80s? Like eight I mean like I'm willing to go like 89. I know it's black and white, but I'm looking at the people and yeah. And there's like headphones, like pretty modern looking headphones, I will say. This dude's camera is pretty small. There's a big film camera, right? There's a lot of reporters and things. Is is this a person that we're supposed to recognize who's like behind this guy? It seems like they're all sort of pointing this way. Actually, no, hang on. Is this guy's pointing over here? Never mind. All right. I'm gonna go and just yeah. I'm feeling lucky. Oh, the dots though. Like it just. I don't think they use the little dots, do they? I feel like they don't use the little dots. How about Croatian? Not that I can see. Uh, though I will say that the the places, the names of the places feel more like the language than they did in Belgrade. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay, let me. You know, screw it. There you go. It was 89, which I'm very pleased with, but it was Hungarian. They got a weird language over there. That's not. I don't blame anyone for that. That's tough. We're doing pretty good though. Like that, even though we got the wrong country, we were not far off at all. Kiss to drink refresh point. Amazing. Right. I can't say I recognize the uniform, but I'm seeing a flag that will definitely make it a bit easier for me. Also, the fact that some of this is in English as well. I'm guessing I should know what this is, but I don't. I'm afraid. If that like, I can maybe find it here. It's not the gate. We know what that looks like. We did that one already. I don't think it's the red fort. It could be next to it though. Yeah, it could be this. I like the red fort. It's in it's in Civ 5. It's quite a good wonder. Right, the year. I don't know what like. Could it be like an anniversary or something? Maybe. 2013, and we were down the road. My bad. It's the Delhi Gate. And it was like an anniversary thing, but not like a specific year. All right, I'll take that. Oh, hello. Are they? Hmm. Are they at the White House or are they not at the White House? He looks pretty old. I'm gonna be honest. He looks. Is that them leaving? Maybe. Nice little dog. Are we 1989? Is this like them leaving after HW has been inaugurated? Yeah. No, but I got the bit. I got it bang on. I got the correct bit of the lawn. That's incredible. Um, I'll take that. But no, it was just like some time during his presidency. That's fair enough. Okay. To be fair, I think he'd be more dressed up if it was the inauguration of HW. But I'll take that. I'll take that right there. That's great. Look at that. $46,000. You know, like for two off guesses, that's pretty good. All the years we did really well on, I think. Right, I'm very happy with that. Definitely a couple language situations where I probably should have got it. Like, I should at this point probably have a better understanding of differentiating between languages. Especially when it says Utrecht everywhere, but it's definitely not in Dutch. I really should have noticed that. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't do that. Okay. Okay. I'm missing flooring under here. Bits. Give me all the bits. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then like here is the energy hatch. Nope. There's the energy hatch. Okay. Storage bus, inaccessible, inaccessible. Interface. Fluix cable. Quartz fiber. Fluix. Bring these down. How did I do it over here? I stayed up there and then came down. Okay, fair enough. So, interface, pattern provider. This is going to be, I'm just going to call it assembler, like that. And then when they all share the same name, they'll all be linked together, and there'll only be one recipe. If it's not a machine, if it's not a recipe I need to parallelize for any reason, then it will only have one recipe needed. Whereas with the other ones, I want to have the same pattern in each one so that it does it all at the same time if it takes a long time. Does that make sense? Okay. I think all three of these are done. I will grab configurable hatches for these ones. Then these will have the 16 parallels on. Duration. Oh, Oh. Oh, because I let it go like that for a second, didn't I? And it actually just pushed everything into the input bus. That's hilarious. I can't believe that. I mean, it makes sense. It's just, that's quite silly. Okay. So if I come to this, there should be assembler, which is empty. Oh, these are all going to need program circuits, aren't they? Of course, yeah. Assembler cable coding, assembler UV4 app. Yes, okay. Annoyingly, I need to do a couple things. One, I need to tidy the multi-assembler and differentiate the ones that need to be in the clean room and the ones that don't, because I've kind of put both in here. Oh, there's so many assembler recipes to sort out, man. Okay, so many. I'm gonna like empty my inventory again. Let me. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that. I've been holding this for ages. This UV 16 amp energy hatch pattern. I've been holding onto this. Why have I been holding onto it? Who knows? But I do know that it's a longer recipe and therefore should be put in one of these three and then duplicated across all three. I've gone, yeah, that's going to be annoying. Okay, yeah, I should make 3 of these. Yeah, I should do these other ones in the meantime, I think. Bit. Sorting these out is really annoying, but I know it's going to be really worth it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and energy hatch. Yes. First try. Okay. Cable, quartz fiber, cable, interface, atom provider. I like how I I put like a few of my inventory bits away, and I feel like I've just pulled all those same things out again immediately. Like I swear I put the bit away, I put the pattern providers away, the energy converters away, and I just pulled them all out again immediately. Right. This comes down. Good. It comes in. This comes down here. Perfect. Okay. So you were called UV Assembler UV4 amp. I'm going to call you UV4 amp 1 and then this one 2. Because I want these to appear separate. Assembler UV4 amp 2. And then we'll do one for 3. Interface, storage bus, inaccessible. I did do that for these, didn't I? Fluix. No. What's fiber? Fluix. Interface. Down, bring this back and across, bring this down. Good. And then here. Yeah, you take one of these and then we rename you assembler UV4 amp 3. Now I think I'm in a position where I can move everything around that I want to. So oh, programmed circuit cards. I like that the shift right click just puts them in straight away. It doesn't even open the UI. That's nice. Like I know shift clicking like with acceleration cards go in straight away, but it also opens the UI. Whereas with that, it didn't even open the UI. That was the difference I noticed anyway. Right, all these old... Okay, that's annoying. This was set with setting 8 without the program card in, so I need to now modify all these patterns to once again include the thing. I know, right? These ones are fine. This again, you're gonna need this. You're fine. Don't think this has any setting. It does have a setting. Okay, there we go. All those are setting 8, and then you're going to go in this one just called assembler. can't imagine any of the other machine hulls take a long time to craft. Is that true? Not machine hulls, machine casings. UV machine casing, yeah, you're all pretty much instant, which means you should probably all go into these ones. So machine casing. I could take some of these as well, actually. Though I do need to mass. Oh, yeah, but they're really quick. I shouldn't worry. Fusion casing might need to go in the faster one. Okay, that is all the casing. Right. So where is the IV machine casing? Just forget it. Okay. IV, LEV, ZPM, UV. Nice. The fusion casing, yeah, I might put this in a separate one. I need to make separate patterns for these. Okay. I like that. I think that's a good idea. Fusion casing is a clean room recipe. So it actually can't go in any of those. It needs to go in one of the ones with the cleaner hatch. Which means it's going in this one. Are you empty? Yes. I know this is really full, but I'm going to move things out the way and then put those in. We changed it last stream, hypercrafting, don't worry. I am using the best one I can currently. Yeah, no use for cable coating, so we'll clear these patterns. I don't need these ones. Superconducting coils are currently using the one where I get 4 of them. The playlist is only an hour long, Spider, and it's been looping the whole time. So I'm glad it's not been noticeable. Yes, the UHV one is soon. Okay, right. Let's go back. So I put all the casing and stuff in the other one. Right, should do all the coils maybe. At what point do I change which coil gets made where? You know what I think? I think that only the most up-to-date coil, the tritanium should go in the one where I'm parallelizing everything, but otherwise the rest of them shouldn't. That's what I think. So let me grab all of them. Just the coil blocks. Does the superconducting one have to be in the clean room? No. I might put the superconducting one in with the tritanium one, actually. Yes, they have to. Watch their RPM in the UI of the controller block. Their rotations per minute. It slowly speeds up, and then for the ones that go really fast, it's going to take longer. Yeah, it will start as like nothing, and then slowly work its way up. I'll take a look at fusion coil blocks as well. Cancel nichrome, molybdenum disilicide, and HSSG. All right, so in the cheapy ones, cancel nichrome. I'm even going to do Naquada and RTM and HSSG. And this goofy one. Right, and then these three, I don't know. Tritanium, fusion coil blocks, and superconducting coil. Fusion coil blocks. You are a clean room recipe. Okay. But I should probably make 2 of those anyway. One that goes in here. The other one that goes in here. Tritanium. That's 3, and I'm gonna do 3 for these as well. How have I ended up in this room? Oh my god. That was quite a teleport. Right. Let's keep going. Okay. There are other casings that we could do, and all the frames and things. I might. I think we're gonna run out of space quickly. In the assembler one, so I'm gonna make the other 2 now, and then that means that all the assemblers are ready to get patterns put in. This is the only one that isn't. provider. Interface pattern provider. And then I'm going to rename these last two to assembler like that. And assembler like this. And what this is going to do is just like link up all three of these together. They're not going to, just in the UI, they're going to be linked together. They're not actually going to share the patterns, really. ABF, 30 EBFs, 10 LCRs, and do 3 stacks of patterns place, 9 turbines and passive nether stars. You did the passive nether stars as well? Jeez. I think the nether stars took me like a whole stream. I did all the mystical agriculture stuff though. I don't know if that's still... Must have been what you did as well, right? It hasn't been removed yet, that stuff. Fair enough. Did I make one more converter than I needed, or have I just missed one? This one needs the converter. Oh, flux point. This is so much better, by the way. Having all this set up is actually great. I know that some of these multis haven't formed yet, but I'll sort that out after the patterns are done, I think. Right, now I type in assembler. There's 3, right? And it's this big, right? That's great. Just gives us loads of room to work with. Right, these are all program circuit recipes. I should do all the frames together, really. We'll try and keep things as organized as possible. Should I do frames? I'll do frames. There's so many frames, I will say. Like, absolutely loads of frames. Assembler. Wait. Yeah, I can't shift click these in. Okay. Treated wood and steel as Ruridit, Invar, Sky Steel, Aluminium, HSLA, Iridium, HSSG, Raw Iron, PTFE, Stainless Steel, Tungsten Steel, Fluic Steel, Blue Steel, Tungsten, Watertight Steel, Ultimate. Jeez. Ridiculous. Right, more frames. That doesn't quite count, but I'll take it anyway. HSSE. I'll put the assembler matrix one here. Right. I'm pretty sure all the frames don't take like any time at all, really. Let's just check. Like titanium frames, for example. How long do they take? 3 seconds. Yeah. Good. Okay. Right. Now there's all like the buses and hatches, right? I guess I should type in input and output for these. I think I could do stocking. I think the stocking one should go in the one where I have 3 patterns, because I just make so many of these things. Wish I added a mod that shows how much it's gaining or not in AE2. Oh, you mean like the throughput monitor? Doesn't that exist? There's the conversion monitor. Oh, that's not really what you're after, is it? Okay. I'm sure Spider's been telling me that that monitor existed. So that's a shame that it doesn't. Right. Let me make 3 of these, and then 3 of these. Good. Okay. Right. Now let's do all the other inputs and outputs, and they will go into these ones, I think. Interesting that this isn't named Tiny Pipe. Tiny Pipe. Advanced AE has it. Yeah, there is no advanced AE in this. Would it break it? Thanks, Spider. I thought you'd go somewhere else with that, to be fair. Not the most organized thing in the world, but whatever. Right, outputs. Is that it? Is that all I missed? Oh, okay. Put it with the LEV ones, I guess. Where are the LV outputs? I guess they're in the requester, aren't they? So they don't have patterns? No, they're here. Where are those patterns then? In the matrix. Of course. Okay. Look at me. That makes a lot of sense. Right. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Right. Hatch is next. Because hatch is going to include all the energy hatches, which is going to be a lot. So the converter as well while I'm here. Oh, the UV machine hull will take as well, and the ZPM dynamo hatch. Okay, these bigger energy hatches I might need to put in the ones so I'm doing it 3 times. Right, assembler. Which of these do I not use very frequently? IV16, LEV64 amp converter, 64 substation, 64 substation. I mean, they'll be fine in here, the LEV ones. I don't use LEV too frequently. Oh, crap. Well, sure. Optical ones I don't use very frequently. ZPM can probably go in here. The thing is to use... You know what, I'm putting them all in here. Right, UV machine hull should go there. There are other machine hulls that I'm missing. Let's go find those. Right. Where is the EV machine hull? There's like no way I haven't made any EV machine hulls, right? Wait, okay. Okay, I'm blind. I'm making it in the matrix, which is weird, but fine. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I did. It does mess up like the tidiness of the pans, but I can live with that. In fact, I'll put the maintenance hatch there. There you go. Right. What's next to do? The coils, probably, like the voltage coils. Right. The UV one is the only one I want to put in 3 times. We have MV, HV, EV, IV, LEV, ZPM. Looks good. Okay. What else? All the random crap. I guess crates? Maybe? There probably aren't that many crates, realistically. There's so many just random things. There's all these EV energy hatches and things. Pumps, I guess. All these Ivy ones as well. Sorry, it's not the most neat and tidy thing in the world. Gonna have to live with it. Is there anything else? All the ZPM ones as well. There's rotor holders as well. All like the extended pattern providers, and I think even this extended molecular assembler I'm gonna want in with 3 patterns, because these take quite a while to make from what I remember. Where's the interface? It's just that. Okay. Yeah, extended molecular assembler. You are used when making. Never mind. Okay, I'm not gonna make 3 of that. That would be pointless. These 3, yes. Okay. We're getting there. I mean, a lot of the important stuff's been moved, but there's just so much random stuff. Ooh, iridium neutron reflectors might be a one to do for 3. We've got more ads coming, so we'll do the crosswordle, and then I'll probably end up finishing this off stream. I don't know. Maybe like before I start the next stream, I'll be working on it. I think because this is pretty. It's pretty dull. Assembler, come on. Right. Oh no, not these. Iridium neutron reflectors. I think we're gonna make a lot of these, right? Yes, we're gonna make a lot of these. Let's have a look at the crosswordle. So this one I need to move to chat so you guys are in the middle. There we are. Right. I'm sure Spider's gonna say I start with this. So there we go. Not bad actually. Oh. Got there in the end. Extra. Nope. Wow. Oh, okay. Any ideas? Right. I'm gonna do brand. Nope, not quite. Is it probably AD like this? Failed. Oh, wow. Paved? No. Okay, one more guess. Paste? Okay. This the gambling that this ended in C is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. What could this be then if it ends in C? Arc. Yes. Good. This could be sap. Good. Still don't know about this one. Ended. Okay. This has gone pretty smoothly. I shouldn't have said that because I'm not done yet. But I would appreciate if it said we. Oh, is this you? Yes. Yes. Okay. Right. Ace. Nope. I probably shouldn't have wasted a guess on that. Actually, that was really dumb. Okay, that was whatever. Moved. Nope. Okay. Cried. No. Fated. Okay, there is an A there. I'm running out of guesses for this one. Waged. I don't feel great about that. Oh, okay. Sword. It's got to be sword, right? Could be poured. It's that, yeah. Okay, we're good. Right, and then this one is surely. Aha. Oh my god. I want to say like Ada, like this, but I Oh, Spidey, you're right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Crap. I shouldn't have wasted Ace, man. If I didn't waste that. Oh, if I didn't waste Ace, though. That was completely my fault. We were doing so well. Oh, that's such a shame. Right. As promised, I think I will do the rest of this stuff off stream, and we'll tidy up a lot of my pattern providers, which is nice. That'll be pretty good. Let me. That one's got all the frames in. This one has all the hatches in. And then you have all the coils and hulls in. Okay, there's honestly not a lot of space, and that's with like the really big pattern providers, which is that's crazy. I know I'm only using 3 of them. And I'm using these 3 for like parallelizing, and then these 2 for clean room. I should double check which ones are in the clean room. Yeah, no, but they should have more things in them, really. Because a lot of this stuff is used in the clean room. Yeah, like I said, I will probably sort it out in my own time so that no one has to suffer through me moving these things around. Right. Let's go look for someone to raid. What are they playing? GTNH. Oh yeah. Yeah, go on then. Right, I'm gonna get your message ready, guys. I think tomorrow, I should be able to stream. And we will probably sort out some building and stuff like you guys have been asking. We'll see how it goes. All right, take care, guys.